Hello, welcome to Nuggets for Life. My name is Peter Mueller and I have created this video series to share with you some ideas and concepts that can change your life. Let's get on with it. Hi, welcome to nugget number 10, calories and exercise. If you are new to Nuggets for Life, I highly recommend to watch nugget number 7, where we talk about energy and body weight, photosynthesis and respiration, the two macro processes on Earth for energy conversion. Nugget number 8, the basal metabolism, basically the energy requirements for our body simply to stay alive. And nugget number 9, where we talk about energy balance. So today we talk about specifically on the output side about the energy quote unquote burned or converted through physical exercise. Just a little recap. We know input and output have to be in balance. If we have more input than output, we eat basically more than what our body needs to survive and our physical exercise. Sooner or later, we gain weight. If we are in balance, we stay at a constant body weight. If we want to lose weight, we have to create a deficit. That means our output calories need to be more on a consistent basis day by day than the calorie amount of the input. And on the output side, we have in essence, number 1, the basal metabolism we talked about in nugget number 8. Then we have our daily activities and we have our physical exercise program with which we can increase on the output side. Now, normally this relationship, when we talk about the output side, the basal metabolism and our daily activities make between 70 and 80% of our overall calorie consumption once we are in equilibrium. And so that means the physical exercise, our program, our yoga lessons, our karate, our soccer, football, golf, whatever we do, is responsible about 20 to 30% of the calorie output. We definitely make the assumption that we don't have on the output side, we don't put excess calorie in, so the fat calories actually will be on the negative side and we will lose body weight. Here, the basic principles again. When we say quote unquote we are burning fat, we are simply converting stored chemical energy in our body in the form of glycogen or body fat, and we convert it into kinetic energy. Simply the energy that we move physically, our body or physical weights, we are basically resisting gravity. And that's essentially what it is. Gravity, which is the physical force which keeps us, quote unquote, down to earth. And when we walk or when we run or when we bike or when we row in a boat, we are actually overcoming the resistance of gravity. So that's basically what happens in our physical exercise. So in order to lose 1 kilogram of body fat, which means 2.2 American pounds, we need to create a deficit of 7,000 calories. That means on the output side, we need more, 7,000 calories more than on the food intake. Now, basal metabolism we talked about. Now to the quote-unquote day-to-day activities. Okay, if we are a construction worker, we are in the department of hard work, as you can see here. And these are just rough estimates. these give you ballpark figures. So if you are a 50 kilogram person and you work hard, in an hour you spend about 125 calories, and if you are 110 kilos, 275. So your body weight plays a key role in how much energy you are actually converting. And it's quite simple, because it is a difference whether you have 100 pounds to move 100 meters or if you move 200 pounds. It's basically if you have a 6-pack of beer, you carry it, or you carry a case of 20. And that's exactly the same thing with our body weight. So light work per hour between 70 and 150 calories, moderate 90 to 200, and hard work 125 to 250. These are ballpark figures. You can get there more specific for yourself later. Basically, we are on an average day, beyond the base metabolism, we are converting energy between 500 and 1,000 calories for light work, 700 to 1,500 for moderate work, and 1,000 to 2,000 for hard work. These are ballpark figures. When you go into detail for your own life, you get pretty precise estimates soon, because the key thing is, when I talk about these ranges, your body weight plays a major role in it. Now we talk about the extra calories, which is the third level down, where we said it's 70-30 or 80-20, what our exercise programs are actually contributing. Also here, very important, your body weight plays a key role. So a 100-pound person is converting about half of the energy a 200-pound person is converting for the same physical exercise. Because the basic calculation of work is force multiplied by distance. And the force is our gravity we have to overcome. So if our body weight is twice as high, so we need twice to overcome basically gravitation compared to the lighter person, and that's where the increased calorie consumption comes from. And it's very simple. These are ballpark figures from various kind of lists. The key thing is these lists show you very simply one thing. As I said, work is a result of force multiplied by distance. So it has to do with the body weight. How much of our body weight we are actually utilizing through an exercise determines how many calories we quote unquote burn. You see, jogging, running, elliptical trainer, we move our entire body, and we move it over longer distances, and we move it at high speed. So with those kind of exercises, we burn more than basically playing golf or watching TV. When we watch TV, we physically don't move our body at all. And in golf, we take a walk, not even a brisk walk. So it's very simply how much body weight we are actually moving at what speed. And when we are weightlifting and we go to the gym and using the exercise machines, we are actually sometimes putting on our body weight, excess weight on it, which burns calories. But very important, these numbers are always referring to 1 hour of exercise. So, and the intensity, the not well-trained person cannot work out as intense as a trained athlete. So the intensity plays also a key role on how much energy is actually being converted. And those figures simply show you for highly intense workouts where we use our entire body, you see a 50 kilogram person or 110 pound person can burn up to 800 calories per hour. And if a 200-pound person does the same intense workout, they can actually use about 1,500 calories. So it is quite simple. You have to keep it for an hour, your body continuously in motion, and the faster you do it, the longer the distance actually, the more calories are being converted. And it is basically, you can simply measure it over an hour. The more often you have breathed, because you need oxygen to convert energy in the aerobic energy system, the more your heart has to pump and bring blood to the periphery of the body to bring the nutrients and the oxygen to the periphery, to the muscles, where they are being then converted and then being exhaled as carbon dioxide. And that's how the game is actually being played. The longer you keep your cardiovascular system active, that your heart is pumping, you are breathing fast, and you do this consistently, those exercises convert much more energy than the ones when you just walk, you don't change your breathing rate, you don't change your heart rate substantially. So in those exercises, you simply burn less. And you can go to the internet and you see all kinds of exercises, and you can slot yourself relatively quickly in to calculate with your exercise profile whether you are in the 300 calorie per hour or 600 calorie per hour group. And this might change over time when you change your exercise program. Now, before you quote unquote go into burning calories with physical exercise, always ask your doctor first if it is useful for you and if you don't run any kind of health risks. And there are two basic strategies if you are not used to a regular workout regimen. You can say, for example, I want to have 2 hours of exercise per week. And if you make that commitment of 2 hours per week, it is better to have 4 workouts of half an hour than 2 workouts of 1 hour. So, and at any rate, you have to start slowly when you start a program, because otherwise when you do too much on the first day, you are getting sore the next day and you don't work out for 3-4 days and you have to get started again. It's better to start in small increments, 5 minutes a day, 7 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, and you stack the exercises on it so you don't have interruptions. So you select your programs basically what you actually want to achieve. But the key drivers, to recap, on burning calories is actually the nature of the exercise, how many muscles you are actually involving. When you involve your entire body, obviously you are burning more calories than if you use only some parts of your body. Secondly, the time and duration. Time duration. If you work out half an hour, if you work an hour with the same intensity, you in a 1 hour workout, you burn double of what you burn in half an hour if you have the same intensity. Your own body weight is an important factor. When you are heavy, you burn a lot more, and when you get lighter, actually you burn less. And your general fitness level also determines how many calories you burn. So you have to design for your program, what do I want to achieve? Do I want to have cardiovascular fitness? Do I want to lose weight? Do I want to increase muscle mass? Or if I want to do some body sculpting? Now, as I mentioned before, you can have 2 plans, a plan A or a plan B. Plan A, you say 2 hours per week, 4 times 30 minutes, and then you build it as out of aerobic components and resistance components, depending on what you want to achieve. If you want to make easier, you can make every morning a 10 to 15 minute get ready morning routine, which actually I would recommend. that you get into a rhythm. You start with 5 minutes per day and then you stack one exercise to the other. And you start very simply with jump rope or jumping jacks or marching on the spot. And then you do some arm movements, a little bit of yoga, and you increase the intensity. You do some stretching and you finish up with push-ups and with squats. And at no time you are in 10 minutes and you did a lot of good for your body. This is for the start of a program. All right, that's it for calories and exercise. Now in our next nugget number 11, we talk about energy systems and exercise. That you understand why you can run 100 meters at full speed, but you cannot run it for a marathon run, and how you have to adjust. It is all based on the energy system in the body and why after 20 push-ups your muscles suddenly start to burn. These kind of things we will learn, because how we use the energy systems depends on what exercise we choose and how we can increase our endurance level. In nugget number 12 then we come back to nutrition, where we talk about calorie profile of food. Okay, on that note, watch this nugget again and make a good estimate on what your daily calorie consumption is, because you need this as a starting point if you want to get engaged into a weight reduction program. See you at nugget number 11.